What's up, YouTube? Bubbles and Ball Cards back with another video. And yes, I am recording this after the live I had just done. This is something that I want to share with everybody, especially after just doing basketball video, talking about, ultra modern and how crazy it is and everything with basketball. We know, if you collect baseball, you know there was a lot of new parallels introduced into Topps baseball this year. Probably a lot more product printed, if I had to guess. And it's to be expected. I mean, that's across the board. Probably all sports this is happening with. But there was something I had forgot about, and I really wish I hadn't, especially with baseball cards. And it re-entered my mind, I don't know, a week or two ago, to look into it. And I really think it could be something, if you want to talk investment, especially on the ultra modern side of sports cards, I really think this is something that I want to share with you guys as a true possible overlooked investment, especially in baseball cards. What that is the 582 Montgomery set. I've done some looking into numbers, and I don't know exactly how many members they allow. I know the only way to get these sets is to be a member. I know just from the way it looks, it's extremely limited. I know if you were a member in 2019, you got first opportunity to rejoin in 2020. And it seems to be very hard to get the membership. Again, I don't know how many exactly there are, but I want to show some numbers, go over some reasons why I think this could be possibly the best buy if you want to collect baseball cards and actually look at them as investments. I'm going to go over here to the other screen real quick and go over. I'm on PWCC, so I can go back further and show you guys. But we're going to look at the 2019 Fernando Tatis, and I have it here with oldest first, so this goes back, back into 2019, and I just want to kind of show you guys what I'm seeing here, because these really don't pop up quite that often, but you can see here, this is the Series 2, number 410, this is the 582 Montgomery, and the first sale of this card happened on November 3rd, 2019, and it was $67.44. Not a bad price. You had a full set here, sell for $220. And then if you go down here, you're going to see some more sets, $150, $180, $210, $180, and you can go on through here. But one thing I want you to pay attention to is you're not going to see a whole lot of the single Tatis cards. Right here, the next one was November 23rd, so it was literally 20 days between the first sale and then the next one being sold, and it sold for $57. Here, another one on November 27th for $80. You got, and then now you're all the way into January of 2020. You're at 70, 84, 62, 68. Here, the first PSA 10 popped up in February. It went for $242. And then obviously, you know, you get into a few more here. Here was another 10 for $250, but the singles were still right around that $60 range. Here was one at $100. And again, this was fixed price, so it could have been an offer. I don't know. Here's an auction at $71. But let's get into some more recent, and really you can just scroll through here and see there's not like a massive, like here was a PSA 9 on March 1st, and then the next sale was March 12th for $400. Here's March 24th on a 9 for $150. But you can see it's not a lot of sales going on here. There was a PSA 10 in June for $400. You can see the sets have creeped up here at $270, $250. The singles are now this, you know, at $100. PSA 10, $310. And even look, SGC August 9th, $400. SGC August 9th, $350. So, you know, like I said, there's not a whole lot of sales here, and that's something that really piques my interest. Right here, PSA 10 on August 19th, one sold for $538. And then you get into the raws. They're up at $275, $230 on a PSA 9. Let's see. $173 PSA 9, PSA 10, $425. BGS 95 for $400. And then let's go down, let's see if we can get the current. So the last one was a PSA 10, and it's showing a $1,200 sale. This could have been an offer. Again, I don't know for sure. But anyway, look at the sets: 600, 370, and this was 2019. So I want to go over here and show you the population on his base Series 2 card number 410 from 2019 Topps, and you're looking at a pop total of 15,978. And then you have, a couple here with qualifiers. So just over 16,000 on his Series 2 410 rookie card. But then you go over here and you look at his 410 for the Montgomery Club. You have a pop count of 45. There's only 27 10s and 18 9s. That is pretty drastically lower numbers. You can see here the 150th stamp was 189 in the pop. The golds, obviously there's 2019 of them, but there's been 393 graded. Even the Independence Days, which are out of 76, you have 20 of them that have been graded. Rainbow foils are at 292. So you have a large variance and difference here between his base and the 582 Montgomery stamp. Let's go compare that with 2018 Topps Update. And obviously you have Soto and Acuna in here. They did not do 582 Montgomery in 2018. 2019 was the first year for those sets. But I was going through here looking, and there's 21,178. Again, you got some qualifiers, so probably just over 21,000, probably pushing 21,000, like getting close to 21,300. On the base update, Soto. But then you go down here, and what's interesting with this is the super short print, the Gatorade bath card. There's even 100 of those graded. You have the SP, the hands on hips. You have 416 of those graded. So almost 10 times more of the short print Soto, and twice as many of the super short print as you do graded of the 582 Montgomery. Then we'll go up and look at the US 250 Acuna, and you're going to see similar trends here. Where's the base at? Right here. There we go. You're at 24.5, so add that in. You're at like 24,700. You come down here, and where's it at? Here's the red and blue shirt, which is the short print. You have 575 plus the 6, so 581 on the SP. Here is the one that people consider the super short print, the more rare one. You even have 82 of it with 49 tens. So you have more tens of the coveted, higher valued Acuna update than you do the Tatis 582 Montgomery. And then obviously you have the other super short print, the white jersey with glove. Again, you have 86 with 50 tens. Now, I get that the Montgomery set is an exclusive item. You have to be a member, all of that sort of thing. But I want you to think back to, the 80s, the 90s, when Topps Tiffany was out. We didn't see many Topps Tiffany sets. I'll be honest, as a kid, I didn't really know anything about Topps Tiffany. I believe I might have seen them in like a Sears catalog or something like that, looking through it as a kid. I can't remember if that's where I seen them at, but I didn't know much about them. I definitely, as a kid, wasn't thinking about obtaining them. I don't ever remember owning one. And the Montgomery set is basically just like the Tiffany stock from back in the day. Will it be coveted like the old Topps Tiffany sets? I don't know. But it is a much more limited production. It is a members only set, which I have to believe one reason these pop numbers are as low as they are is people keep them sealed. I think they get into collectors' hands. They don't always get broken down and sent in to be thrown in the slabs, which is going to make them, harder to come by, possibly more sought after. Look at what Tiffany has done today. Even like an 87 or 86 Topps traded Tiffany set, the 87 Topps Tiffany's, compared to what a base 87 Topps card is, which we know was junk wax era. What does the Tiffany cards from that set sell for? Much different value. And that's one thing that intrigues me about the 582 Montgomery. Could this potentially, if for some reason, ultra modern sports cards, if 2020, 2019, all of that, if we go into a junk type era, to say, or an overproduction era, will these 582 Montgomerys be looked at like the Tiffany's were back in the late 80s, into the 90s? That's a question we won't know, but it's something that I really think, if you have the opportunity to pick pick a setup at a reasonable price, I think it could seriously have some future potential value. Now, the 2019s, obviously, those are higher in price because Tatis had a great year. His cards went on fire. But honestly, I think 2020 could even be the better investment because, sure, 2019 had Tatis, Alonso, Eloy, and it had Vlad in it. Four great potential stars. Alonso had a great rookie year. Tatis had a great year this year. Eloy's coming around. Vlad, I've heard rumors that he's, worked out and stuff, and hopefully he can ever, pan out to what people thought he was going to turn into. But 2020, even with this crazy year we've had, and we haven't seen a full potential of these rookies in this class, but you have Jordan, you have Bichette, you have Gavin Lux, you have Nico Horner, Aquino, Kyle Lewis, Lewis Robert, Randy Arozarena, I'm probably missing people. I think the 2020 set has even more potential than the 2019 with Tatis in the 2019 set. Call me crazy. We haven't really seen all these rookies. But on the flip side of that, I'm going to go back over here off my screen. I'm going to show another reason why I think 2020 has a great potential. Here is a card from 2019 I picked up, and it's the Juan Soto. It's PSA 10. The pop on this, if I remember correctly, let me go back over here real quick. I meant to show this first. It's right here. Scroll up. Okay, here's the Soto. The pop on it is 17 with only 12 10s. Now, I know they aren't as coveted as they, used to be, but they are still collected, and that's the All-Star Rookie Cups. Here is a Soto Rookie Cup with a total pop of 17, and you have to remember, you have Vlad, Tatis, Alonso, and Eloy, their rookie cups in 2020, as well as all of the players I mentioned. I have been able to grab 2 Lewis Robert 582 Montgomerys. I found a couple online, and it was the only 2 I found on there that were not ridiculously high priced for a single card, so I grabbed them up. I am hoping I can get my hands on at least one set, preferably, a couple. If for nothing else, to stash away. I do feel that these have a great chance of doing nothing but increasing in value, even with overproduction of, complete sets or wax or whatever the case may be. More parallels. It seems like every time we turn around, there's something new released. And I think these, with the limited production and knowing that a lot of these will stay in the hand of collectors, a lot of these sets will stay sealed, the pop numbers will probably stay very low, and buying the entire set, never knowing which rookie could potentially blow up out of nowhere, I think it's a no-lose situation. I say if you could get a 2020 set in the range of $180 to $200, if we can get a full season back to normal with baseball, With the amount of rookies and everything in this 2020 class, there is so much potential for one or more of these guys to just go bonkers, and for these sets to just potentially double, triple in value. Who knows? I could be completely wrong on this, but it's just a thought I have that as limited as these things are and everything, and with the, so much emphasis being put on pop reports and everything, and seeing the numbers on these 582 Montgomery cards, Tatis, that set is now a year old and there's only 45 of them graded. The Soto, there's only 17. I really, really, really think this is a good buy, and something if you are a baseball fan, a baseball collector, or if you just want to put some money into something that could be a very good investment. I don't talk investment terms very often, except for like long term. This is something that I feel within a year, if we can have a regular season, if you didn't want to keep it, you could potentially turn it into double your money or more. So again, I don't talk about this very often with, the whole flipping, or not even really flipping, but, the investment type deals. But I think this is something, I honestly, I've talked about sets before. I've talked about the All-Star sets, and that's another reason why I think this set could be big, is there's no All-Star set this year. So to me, that's even more reason to go after these 582s if you can get your hands on them. I like the All-Star game sets. I bought those in 18 and 19. Obviously, I can't get one this year. So I do want to try to pick up the Montgomery. But anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about it, just please hit me up, reach out to me. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the channel, please be sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and hit me up, next year if I'm completely wrong, because, like I said, I can't predict the future, but to me, this just seems like pretty much a no-brainer on a purchase level, especially as limited as they are. So anyway, guys, hope you have a good night, and as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.